Hello everyone, my name is Veritas and welcome back to Destiny. Now today is Friday, Xur Day, happens to be the day that Xur, the exotic merchant, there's probably a reason it's called Xur Day. Haven't figured it out yet. 4 years in, 3 years in, don't mind me. Anyway, Xur is still in the reef this week. I'm thinking someone has taped him to the floor. As he does not walk, he simply disappears into an ethereal mist when his time comes to leave. I'm assuming he has been duct taped to the ground, as he has not left, and also has not changed his inventory much since 1906. So this week he's got some stuff that you've seen before and some stuff that you're probably going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy. No, don't buy it. Bad idea. He's got a Legacy Engram, 31 strange coins there. Legacy Engram means it's a year 1 Engram, turns into a year 1 special weapon. Do not recommend buying this whatsoever unless you need something from year 1, like I think an Icebreaker can come out of this, Patience and Time, waste of time. Anyway, Titan Exotic, that's the thing. Titan Exotic this week is the Imperium Bellicos aiming weapons while airborne holds you in place with a full super. Orbs generate melee stuff. You can read it. Anyway, that's a Titan helmet. Looks like a sperm. And that's the thing he has for Titans this week. Hunter Exotic is, as well, still the young Ahamkara's Spine. Intellect disroll on that. Increased Trip Mine Grenade duration, and you gain additional Trip Mine Grenade charge, while with the nerfs to Trip Mine Grenades and the Gunslinger subclass as a whole, as I said last week, Echo. Still shit, don't buy it. And the Warlock Exotic this week is the Void Fang Vestments. Don't buy this because I like being special. This will spawn you with full grenade energy, and your Axiom Bolt gains an additional Seeker. When you throw the Axiom Bolt thing, it scans the area. If there are 3 things in that scan, normally it would spawn 2 little death balls of hate and pain, and it would kill those things with those 2 little death balls of hate and pain. With this chest piece on it, spawns up to 3 Seekers of death balls of hate and pain. It's fun shit. I would use it. I don't recommend you buying it because I like being special. Don't make me not be special. Anyway, so moving into the weapon this week, you got the Bad Juju. This thing is an exotic pulse rifle using a scout rifle frame. I'm not going to explain why that's important, but you'll like this. It also has some ornaments on it that look pretty cute. This thing does some special stuff, string of curses, stuff like that. It can be fired in full auto mode, has increased hip fire accuracy for your hip fire accuracy needs, and string of curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and increases damage for a short time, and kills help charge your super. Good shit there. It's a fun pulse rifle. Good for your multiple enemies and also needing increased damage and super needing charging needs. Good shit there. And the ornaments on this thing are the Dragon's Bane, which I happen to have, and Hoodoo, which looks pretty dope as well. This is probably the only weapon that has 2 cool looking ornaments on it. I honestly like Hoodoo a little bit more, but you know, we can't all be winners. Mom! Anyway, so that's what he's got this week, the Bad Juju, stuff like that. But you're not here for what he's got, you're here for the quality, the poids. I don't even know that probably started a war somewhere. But you're here for the stat rolls and this shit, so you can know if you have tier 12 capable armor. Having just bought Destiny in Christmas time, you're like, Veritas, what's tier 12 armor? What's a 100% stat roll? What's a stat roll? What's a roll? Well, a roll, my friend, is a piece of yeast. And it's bread you put in the... Fuck off. Anyway, so the stat rolls on these are the Imperium Bellicos is a 91% stat roll, pretty decent on that one. I'd pick it up if you need a nice, high stat helmet, things like that if you're a Titan, or just, want it. Young Ahamkara's Spine has a 90% stat roll. It's not great. I wouldn't recommend this exotic at all. Actually, it's pretty bad with all the the nerfing and stuff, and the Void Fang Vestment stat roll is 86%, so it's not awesome. You could probably use a, what are they called, the Glass Needles to help it, but I wouldn't recommend picking it up just because it is pretty shit. And then the Bad Juju doesn't have a stat roll because it's a weapon, so fun like that. There also has some curios down here. You got the Plasma Drive and the Void Drive, not unquoted stuff, shit, good, consistency, number one here at Bungie. Plasma Drive and Emerald fucking whatever this is, Void Drive, you can buy these and put them into a rare quality Sparrow, which can be purchased from the Vanguard or Crucible Quartermaster stuff. You equip these on those and it makes them legendary with blue or purple trails, respectively. Moving into Heavy Ammo Synthesis this week, we've got the Heavy Ammo Synthesis this week. Only the 3, not the 10, because Strange Coins are... 3 coins are here. Heavy Ammo Synths can be used to give you full heavy ammo when you're in combat situations outside the Crucible, as well as being able to be turned into factions for faction reputation. 100 ammo synths is 1 faction rank unless you have the exotic class items, which if you're a new player you will not have anywhere near that. You need rank 25 to get the quest for that. Moving into 3 of coins this week, 7 strange coins for 3 of coins, so it's fun. really confusing. This is a stackable effect that gives you a chance to have the next Ultra you to kill or the next Crucible match you complete drop an exotic engram. What this means is basically use one of these and you have like a 5% chance of having an exotic drop from one of those two sources. If you don't get it on that source completion, then use another one. Don't use 5 at a time. It's a bad idea. You're going to have a bad time. Moving into the last thing this week, he has glass needles. These are expensive as fuck. I don't recommend them unless you have a lot of these materials. But these can be used to reroll exotic armors, so say you really want this Void Fang Vestment against My Wishes, and you go ahead and purchase one against My Wishes, and you want to not be an 86% stat roll, you want it to be better than that, you can go ahead and buy some Glass Needles and pray that you reroll the Void Fang Vestment into a better roll than it already is. What that will do is change the stat allocations, so it's always going to have Discipline as it is a grenade-based chess piece, but you could split this into Discipline and Strength, Discipline and Intellect, things like that. You could just have a better roll of Discipline straight on it. You're also going to change up what the perks are down here. There are some perks it can't have, some perks it will always have. Certain armors will have dedicated perks and stats like that, so be sure to be mindful of what you're doing with those. They're an advanced form of nonsensory in the game, so if you don't know what you're doing with Glass Needles, then it's probably best to not do anything with Glass Needles. Modal Light Exchange down here, Material Exchange is the worst conversion rate in the game, never use it, and I will show you how to duplicate exotic shards as I always do. Probably the last week I'm going to do this, because I can just reference and be like, hey, watch last week's Zer video if you want to see how to do it. But exotic shards, 7 strange coins, just click it and there you go. I really wish it was a hold down A thing, but you know, you can't mass buy heavy ammo since, but you sure as hell can spend 7 coins on a fucking exotic shard. It's good system there, Bungie. A little bit of a golf clap. Have fun with that one. So if you have some exotic shards, I'll show you how to duplicate those. So my recommendations this week, probably nothing. I would pick up Bad Juju if you don't have it yet, and maybe the Titan helmet if you really need a Titan helmet. But other than that, I would just say pick up Bad Juju if you don't have it yet. It's a fun pulse rifle to use, but other than that, it's pretty garbage. Everything else is kind of meh this week as well. He's still, I'm thinking because he's still in the reef. He's just, you know, he's stuck here. He can't move. He can't get a new stock. And the Nine are like, where the fuck did Zer go? You know, it's just they can't. There's not. He's gonna have to come back next week with like Iron Yallarhorn 2.0. It's got 8 barrels and it gives you a blowjob the whole time you're using it. I don't fucking know. He doesn't have anything. He's not gonna. I hate this. I hate Zer not having anything good. I miss the days when he'd be like, holy shit, he's selling thing. Stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in the tower in just a second here. I'll show you how to duplicate exotic shards, and I'm leaving for the week. So see ya. All right. Once you've made your way to the tower, gotten your way to the tower, bought your way in the tower, once you're here, go down to the Vanguard and talk to the exotic blueprints kiosk thing, weapon blueprint. Don't talk to it. That's it'll put you somewhere if you talk to it. Go in here and buy a Year 2 heavy weapon, preferably if you have a Truth rocket launcher or something along those lines. Go ahead and grab one of those right there. And in your inventory, you're going to need a few things. Go ahead and equip that Truth rocket, which I can't do because I have a thing. Go ahead and equip that Truth rocket launcher. Go to your inventory. If you don't have any heavy weapon telemetries, you can buy them from the gunsmith. They're really cheap. But burn a telemetry. You can also have a class item that gives you increased upgrade rate for rocket launchers. If you have one of those, it works the same as a telemetry. Go back to your inventory and use some motes of light. Take 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 motes of light there. And that'll have the Truth rocket fully leveled up for you. It's full of green. Don't have to click on anything. Don't have to spend any, glimmer on it or anything. Go ahead and unequip it and now dismantle it. So your 1 exotic shard you used to buy this thing from the kiosk now turns into 2 shards, as well as a few motes of light weapons parts and glimmer back to help you buy more telemetries, help you upgrade other weapons, things like that. So that's how you duplicate shards. It's not a perfect process, but it's the best way in the game to do it if you don't have shards and need them for upgrading exotic armors and things like that. So that's going to be it for me this week, though, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday for the weekly reset video. Still streaming indeterminately amounts of time on... That's not a sentence. I can't say that. I'm still streaming, but I'm still over on Twitch if you want to watch that. Link in the description of that. Twitter for updates on things like that as well. Link in the description for that. And, Skyrim stuff. Go find a video to watch. Go sit down, click play on the Skyrim playlist, and realize it's a week from now because all those episodes are like an hour long. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, very much appreciated. And as always, until next time.